Hey guys, welcome to the Blue Collar Business Podcast, where we discuss the realest, rawest, most relevant stories and strategies behind building every corner of a blue collar business. I'm your host, Cy Kirby, and I want to help you in what it took me, trial and error, and a whole lot of money to learn. The information that no one in this industry is willing to share. Whether you're under that shade tree or have your hard hat on, let's expand your toolbox. Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Blue Collar Business Podcast. Brought to you and sponsored by our good partners over at Thumbtack as we round out this year here. I got a different episode coming to you guys. One that I can't say. I've been so excited for this here. It's my normal spiel, right?
Yeah.
But this one's a little more heartfelt, I guess you would say. A little bit more literally in the weeds with me through it all. But normally I bring guests on here to help the blue collar community, obviously. But this gentleman has helped me build the reason I'm sitting here today. Filmed the first ever episode. Filmed most of everything you see on our short form content and all of our long form content. He's helped brainstorm and pioneer something that was a complete ideation and a thought. And we did a lot of cool stuff this year, and I wanted to take an hour and talk about it with Will. Not only the things that were, that we've done this year, how it's affected the company and how marketing and media can just absolutely blow your mind. Like I can't even, it's so hard because we're always looking for that metric, right? We're always looking for that metric. Well, if I spend this much in marketing, how much am I getting back? And there's companies out there that can help you with that. But normally I'm trying to bring you somebody to literally get ahead of everybody else. And I believe the media and Will has been a big part of Sycon's success. Although it's been a rough couple of years, there ain't no doubt about that. I'm not been shy about that on this show. Hoping for a great 26. Pray for me, guys. Praying for y'all. But Will Anderson, the content director at Sycon Media, dude.
Something like that.
Something like that. Thank you, dude, for joining me. We were talking about just before the show, Will, I think, is probably he's probably in between 10 and 20. And that was, I think it's over a year ago, dude.
I think it was too. It was before Christmas. It was summer. It was early on. It was
It wasn't this year.
No, it was last year, right after you started filming here.
Yeah, it could have been back in August. Anyways, guys, go check that out because you're going to see the personal growth within this guy that I'm so proud to highlight and spotlight today because it's been a challenge. I've watched him grow. Everybody called me absolutely a nut job for hiring somebody in-house to handle media. Not necessarily marketing, because I can't say we do marketing that well. We've learned a lot. Oh my gosh, have we? But media is more or less the representation of what the guys are doing in the field, telling stories. And that's another thing we can talk about here in a little bit is, storytelling and kind of where we're going with new stuff. But man, this year was all about, when I say this year, I'm going to be talking about 25. Next year, I'm 26. If you're watching this years later. But this year, man, we made kind of a pact and we said, we're going to put ourselves out there. And you guys may think that I do a good job at this podcasting thing, but if you would have told me 3, 5, 10 years ago, hell, 2 years ago, this was going to be a thing, I would have never believed you. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
I didn't believe the YouTube channel and the people that we've impacted, bro.
Yeah.
Has been unbelievable. But the one big thing missing was those connections. We've met a lot of people this year, dude. Every single person that we talked about meeting in our construction industry media space, we checked all the buckets, all the lists that we started off on our goals in January, and we've spoken to them. Heck, I talked to a few of them monthly, you know, and some of the connections that we've met this year. We started out the year, I think it was Matt's, really.
Matt's was in March this year. That's where we kind of...
We double uploaded all the way through March, too.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I forgot about that. That was a grind. But it worked, though. It was nice. It was nice. And then Matt's, actually, that content did really well.
Did very well.
It was fun. We got to meet some really cool people in Matt. Yeah.
Like the Bruce Wilson.
Yeah, dude.
Got
that video smashed. I wish that video was 8 minutes long. It would be great.
But, you know, Big Dad from TikTok. I got to meet Gary Donovan. I got to meet so many of the
Charlie Trucker?
Charlie Trucker from TikTok. Yeah. That was a big one as well. Yeah. You know, these social media personalities in the trucking space. You guys may not know, but I've held my CDL since I was 19. And as Will has spent many of miles with me in a lowboy at this point, or dump truck or whatever. Got a passion about trucking, and we've done some how-to shift videos. And this is, you know, this is a great place to start kind of topic training here, because how to shift a big truck, like how to shift a semi, how to shift a 10-speed, I think is what it was. 1 million views.
Yeah.
Over 1 million views.
And climbing still.
Still climbing. And so what we did from there, to kind of break this down for you guys, we were just splattering the wall with content. There was no real plan strategy. Heck, I didn't know what marketing was. I just knew I was going to start content creation. You know, this is in the early years, but I spent a lot of time in the lowboy, you know, and of course, everything is content. Everything is content. And we started grabbing me shifting, and there were some comments. So, okay, you guys want to see some more of this shifting? And then we even made a long form video that is smashing, dude.
Yeah.
But we took a little bit of time, a little bit of prep work, and explained that thoroughly. And educational content right now is huge.
Those how-to keywords, dude. How-tos on any YouTube video.
Dude.
I'm telling you.
Well, I think it's because also, too, we use it as a search engine now. Yeah. It's not a space to go kill time anymore. Is if I want to fix something that I don't know how, I'm not going to Google. I'm not going to Bing.
You want to see how to do it. You want to watch someone else do it so you know.
82%, I've said it on this show multiple times, and I heard it from Dirt World 2 years ago. Shout out. 82% of global video consumption, global internet consumption is video. That's how the world is communicating. It's insane, dude. Just a little all over the place with content, just trying to see what works is what I'm trying to get at, guys. And we put up a how to shift video, a small, short, crushed. We've maximized on what does work, and we found out what doesn't work consistently.
Oh, yeah.
We figured that out the hard way.
Oh, yeah.
Almost 3 years in January is Sycon's YouTube anniversary, dude.
Crazy, man.
You know, it is unbelievable. We hit 30,000 subscribers.
Almost at 31 already.
I know it's been since we hit that 30K mark, it's been a little bit of an elevator here, but you know, I take Matt's for example. You know, we involved Ike and his team. I'd say over the last year, I've been open and honest with you guys. I've been through a couple of creative marketer experiences, subcontractors, whatever you want to call them, and didn't go so hot because I'm more of a results-driven guy, and so are most of you that are listening to this show. We care about results. We want to see what's happening, where'd my money turn into, because that's just naturally how our brain works. But at the same time, you do need a little bit of that creative ability to definitely make something presentable to keep people watching or looking at a website or a video. But at the same time, you got to know how to put it out in front of people. And that's where we've kind of struggled with our long form. That has been such, and I'm going somewhere. Hang with me, guys. That's definitely been a struggle with us. Like there'll be a couple of weeks there that are fire videos that we're so excited to get up and they hit 300 views. Like the high schoolers, dude.
Yeah.
Like, meh. You know, like, dude, 30 minutes was it? But then you start thinking, was it the title? Was it the caption? Was it the keywords? Was it the thumbnail? Was it this?
Is it just not interesting?
Is it just not
Yeah.
a good video?
You think it's bomb and general audience doesn't.
Exactly.
You can't ever, figure that. I mean, you can understand what your audience wants to see.
Right.
But we're kind of, we don't have a super specific niche, I feel like. We're kind of general.
I would agree with that.
You know what I mean? So some videos might do really well and then some could not have that good of a result. But, that's part of learning.
Dude, it really has. And it used to bug me. Oh my God, it used to bug me. But you know what I've learned? Just like almost 10 years of business on the utility side, like you learn what are huge indicators and what isn't really that big of a deal. Is it just another video? Yeah, it sucks that you had some attachment to it, but the audience didn't. Or the first 25 people didn't really watch it for very long, killed the audio retention, and the algorithm killed it.
One dislike.
Every
dislike just kills it. YouTube just hates it, dude.
Dude, it literally dislikes if you, yeah. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty consistent. If you get a dislike within your first 50 likes, it's not really harmful, but it definitely detours the algorithm, and you can see it on the analytics. But at the same time, the hundreds and hundreds of likes we're getting on videos now is kind of insane. Well, but we'll hit a rough patch and have 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, a month. Video didn't really pop, and then the thing I want to try and highlight here is that although it sucked, we've stayed in this uncomfortable place of this video sucked, this one did too, that one did too, this one did too. Okay, let's not do that anymore.
Yeah.
But it's really hard when you don't have that strategy and that planning involved, when you're just sticking things, trying to see if content actually works or not.
Yeah.
You're just throwing whatever to see what sticks. And you need that strategy to get to a point where you're like, okay, this is working, like a decision point after 30, 60 days of running something, and give it some time. That's what a lot of people, I don't think, man, they want to see that instant result.
Yeah.
They want to see within 2 months. They're like, man, Si, I've been posting on YouTube and I've thrown up 3 TikToks and I'm just not famous yet. And I'm
Have you
like,
heard Mr. Beast?
dude,
He's like, he'll have people ask him about YouTube and stuff, and they're like, it's just not working. I'm not getting views and stuff. And he'll like ask them like how many videos they've uploaded, and they're like, hey, maybe 20 or 30, maybe 50. He's like, upload 100 and then come back.
Yep.
Like 100 videos before anything crazy. This is the most sub YouTuber ever. That's what his advice is. But
everybody I've talked to this year, back to those connections I was talking about earlier, everybody I've talked to this year, it's all about consistently posting.
Yeah.
And you can't, back to why your position was created from this ideation was, if I'm going to do it and you're going to do it, you're going to have to put some time in it. You're going to have to put a little money in it and see if this thing brings results. It's brought direct results. The YouTube channel itself, not any of the other social, has brought direct money into the company, if anybody's wondering. I know that's always a question, but absolutely it has. First job we landed, we had 79 subscribers. And it was one of the largest projects we've ever even looked at in our lives. And that's actually what made me smash the gas pedal and go looking for you way back when. I know we're kind of skipping over on our timeline a little bit here, but it was so encouraging when I found out that the YouTube channel was the reason we got it. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm filming crap with my phone.
Yeah.
It ain't produced. This is just, hey guys, I'm out here on the job.
edited at 3 a.m.
Edited it at 3 a.m. with sandy eyes and baby screaming and
Work at 6 a.m.
doing everything I possibly can to get it off the ground. But you came swooping in, dude, and there was no process. There was no procedure. There was no structure. There was just, let's try this, dude. Yeah. I know it worked this time. let's build other ways for this to work as well. I don't know really how to do that because, as you know, I say I'm not really a creative guy, and I've kind of found out that I like to write a little bit, and
I think you are a very creative guy.
I know that's what you were going to say.
If you guys follow us on TikTok, shout out to Cy Kirby, because I actually don't run the TikTok. Cy does. Every single video and edit and post you see on TikTok is from Cy, and he's trying to sit here and tell me that he's not creative. I'm pretty sure he is.
I have started to enjoy writing posts. Hey, by the way, how many videos we got on YouTube now? Go ahead and say it.
500.
That's insane, dude. Over 500 videos.
I think we're actually at like 498 right now.
Oh, fair enough.
But it's 500.
That's insanity, man. That is. Somebody called me out on LinkedIn the other day. Yeah, I'm going to go catch up on the 500 videos, and they put a mind-blowing emoji, and honestly, I was too.
Yeah.
I was like, no way.
That's not really something you look at, you know?
Exactly.
It's tiny right next to your sub count. Like, you'll never see it.
I never even paid attention. Yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're fixing to hit 500 videos. We could go over some YouTube analytics, I guess, later, but like literally north of 15 or 20 million lifetime views. I don't even know what we were at, dude. I couldn't even tell you.
A lot.
And our average view per month is anywhere from 500 to a million, 500,000 to a million, sitting here watching the channel in some shape or form, coming in contact with it. That's not impressions, that's views, registered views. So it's doing things, and it's impacting a lot of people along the way. The point wasn't for Will to jump on and, oh, look and see what all the things that we got, because that's literally what I wanted to stray away from. Like, I want to come at this as, or he's like, almost, dude, quit being so weird about it. Like, these people want to know, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you got the stuff, talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, but I didn't want to come off braggadocious, look at me.
Yeah.
I didn't even really want to be in front of the camera, but I knew the result of consistency would ultimately lead us to this point and to the Pandora's box of next year.
I think that's where our content stems from, for sure. Our more informational, kind of showcasing our jobs. I think that kind of stems from not wanting to be, look at us.
Yeah, man.
Like, shout out Ken White Construction on YouTube. They've got a great channel, but it's a lot different than ours. They showcase kind of just glitz and glam and like the dump trucks and the dirt moving and the big machines and stuff, which is cool, and we like to do that too. But
and YouTube does too.
Yeah. And a lot of people do, and that's great. I mean, I'm nothing against them. That's not what I'm getting at. It's just like we didn't want to be a copycat of him.
Nope.
You know, we wanted to find our own kind of avenue, and I think we did.
But, you know, you got Taylor, and then you got folks like Aaron, who's on a totally different like he is just media driven. It's weird, man, because a lot of people now hop on the media and just look it through a lens and are like, oh, daddy's money, and like, how far could that be the truth, as you know?
How many times have we heard that?
And I'm like, but it really has convicted me. And Dirt World, shout out to Aaron, just went out there a couple of weeks ago, was really impactful to me. But the biggest thing I took away from that, as you know, is storytelling. And I have beat Will over the head since I have been back about talking about storytelling. We need to tell the story. We're putting up content, guys, but people want to know your story. I'm sitting there last night at like 11 o'clock scrolling through 2018 photos, 2017 photos. I'm like, this crap's gold. What am I doing, dude? This is my story right here. And build that into a TikTok or build that into a short form. And it's things you don't have to go out and grab more content. Everything is content.
Yeah.
Everything is content, as you've kind of figured out, because as we were trying to do this, we're very scared, number one, about what we're putting out there. But it was this fear of utility ditches and things that we live through. But if we're upholding a safety standard of trench boxes and benching, and people are trained appropriately through OSHA 30 and OSHA 10, like, we shouldn't have a problem displaying that. And so it was kind of break the mold of this is what we're going to kind of do and throw it up. But at the same time, there was some fear about breaking the mold and doing it for the first time. But you were standing there like you didn't know construction. You were figuring out your way around the camera. You dang sure knew how to edit, but that's also just completely gone off the charts crazy with your editing skills. But now we need somebody helping a little bit, doing some editing, because you need to be grabbing more content, dude. Mm-hmm. And
for real, dude.
But yeah, basically what I was just trying to get at is,
oh, dude, the start.
It was rough. It was rough.
Yeah, but I mean,
so much fun though.
It is fun. It's fun to learn, and I feel like it's unrealistic to think you're just going to show up and do the dang thing day one.
Nope. Proper training too.
Yeah.
Will's probably had more time in a truck with me, but you're like, to be honest with you, younger than most of the guys that are here, working, and taught, hopefully, some valuable skills to you over the last couple of years. But
I've learned a lot about pipe.
Yeah, you have, dude.
Like, there's some talks about, if one of our next big jobs, if we got a big straight line of pipe, just going out there and laying pipe with the pipe crew, and they'd love to see me out there.
So how cool does that feel, though?
It's great, man.
It's inclusive, right?
Yeah, exactly. I know it's different for them. I'm just a spectator a lot. I mean, all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it'll be cool. It'll be cool. They're like, I hope you don't cry before lunch. I'm like, I don't think I will, but we'll see.
You've been here almost 3 years, 2.5, right?
Yeah. In April?
3?
Yeah. April.
I think the culture, as you would probably attest, is completely different.
So much different
than when it was when you first came on, and I was going crazy, and we were all going crazy, but I dang sure wasn't. I didn't know how to lead in the correct and appropriate way to free up my time, and here I am trying to add all this extra stuff, and it didn't make sense to a lot of people. And I completely understand that now, looking back, because, I should have been focused on a little bit different stuff rather than trying to do it all at once. Like, as you know, in my life, I do everything all at once, it seems like. But I'm so glad I did. Like, if you're an entrepreneur, take the risk. Just do it. Put yourself out there, because you just never know who you're going to end up talking to a year from sitting there consuming content to creating content. Going, man, dude, I remember sitting in the truck talking about these guys that I'm talking to, and, these are big names, but
yeah,
I can call them or shoot them a text, and it's no big deal. And I'm part of the club, I guess you would say, but it's been hard freaking work and consistent uploads on the YouTube side. But anyways, where I was going earlier is we were throwing a lot of content just at the wall, and we kind of figured out and navigated a little bit of strategy, and then I kind of came into play and really put some guidelines and barriers for both of us, and helped you in a lot of ways get a little bit organized with how to procure the it's not just grabbing the content, it's about Monday.com, and shout out, by the way, guys,
some better systems.
Just systems in place. Yeah. Just like everything else was struggling when you first were around 2.5 years ago on the Sycon side, and I'm not going to say we've perfected it by any means, but by God, I'm sure trying.
It's a lot better.
Yeah.
It's a lot
and then
better.
You needed some systems too, but we also needed to know if this idea was going to be a thing. And so
if it was going to stick.
It really was. And here we are. And it's crazy. So after we got some strategy going, end of last year, our game plan of this year was, all right, let's go put ourselves out there a little bit. We've got this, I would say 7,000 or 8,000 of the 30K on our YouTube channels, truck drivers. Like, we have got this huge trucking community that I massively respect. I just talked to a gentleman who listens, avid listener on the show. I do believe his name is Keaton. And shout out to you, brother. Hope you're being safe. He's going off on his own, hauling, doing heavy haul, western side of Canada. But he reached out. Yeah, it's
Cool.
It's really cool.
Dude, stick a GoPro on your truck.
That's exactly what I told him.
You film that content, brother.
Anyways, I got out for a little track there, but it's folks like him that have been following along he found me through YouTube and then navigated over here to the podcast, and it's really helped him.
Awesome.
And so shout out to him, but it's guys like him that I wanted to go shake hands with out at Mid-America Truck Show, and it was such a cool experience. I'd never been to a large truck show like that, and neither had you. You'd never been to any truck show.
I've never been to anything like that.
We went over there, got to meet some great names, and that definitely helped on the TikTok side of things, I can tell you. But at the same time, like, it just put us out there, got us into a few little sponsorship conversations. Nothing materialized from it, but it worked.
Yeah.
It did. We set out to put ourselves out there, not to go out there and look at them, hand out cards, but just walk around, film, do what we do out there. And the amount of people that were coming up to us was kind of insane.
Yeah.
Not that they knew us.
Like what we were doing.
Exactly. And
If you had a YouTube channel and stuff like that. Like
I was filming with my phone, and
dude, we were ripping it up. we were
so much content.
Oh, that day was long, but it was worth it, dude.
It was so worth it. And then the next day we got, later that night, we got to hang around with Bruce Wilson in the Scania.
Yeah, that was awesome. Go check out that video.
Dude, it was super cool. Not a very long video, but we got to sit in the only Scania in North America from Sweden. And there was some Sweden guys there that helped him it was just a really neat story. And if you don't know who Bruce Wilson is, I think he's got 2 million on YouTube.
Yeah.
He's
a real deal.
He is on the YouTube. He was, man. He was a super cool guy. Just acted like, anyhow, but we put ourselves out there. But going back to results and analytics, that Bruce Wilson video did great, but it wasn't what our strategy of the channel was. And that's,
it was kind of like a one-off.
It was more,
but the channel knew we were going to Matt's.
100%.
So it's not like it was completely out of the blue, but it was, and we had trucking content anyway.
Exactly.
It's just a little bit different. But
it was, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And it definitely.
I think it's fun to throw things like that in there too.
Agreed. And it breaks up the monotony
exactly.
of projects. And, but from there, man, we did a double upload in March. We were really pushing for 30K this year. What else did we do on that side of things? What were some of the coolest moments of this year for you, man? Seriously.
John Seaman.
Shout out to the guy. That was really cool.
That was really cool, man.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
And shout out to Riley, who does
yes.
literally what you do for him.
Who is a G.
Literally.
At it too. She's really good at it.
Killing it. They are killing it over there.
Yeah, they are. I'm just glad we got to go over there, you know. We had the podcast with John.
Yep.
And he was freaking awesome. That podcast was great. And then like a week later, or like a week or two later, Si's like, I think we're gonna go to North Carolina, man, and go check out his outfit. And I was like, okay, are we flying? You know, like, that was my first question. I was like, oh,
it's 18 hours over there.
Yeah. And we did, and North Carolina is beautiful, man.
God, it was
beautiful over there.
Western North Carolina, Eastern Tennessee. Don't get me lying, but I do believe it's like the southern half Appalachians, not the Smokies. Or we went up to the Sugar Mountain, and there was a Black Mountain. And man, just the whole area, but the difference in what we do compared to what he does in two different markets, but two guys with the same passion of helping others through resources that he has and resources that, you know, we're trying to offer through the YouTube and through this podcast. And anyways, no, that was so cool, man.
It was cool, man. And I just love that he wanted to work with us too. You know, he's quite a
huge
bit bigger.
Supporter too.
Yeah, I love it. They even collabed with us on the YouTube video. And I just love that.
There's so many kind of fake ones out there, as we have experienced.
There's some out there. We won't drop names, but
yeah, there was some really enlightening moments this year. I guess it's don't meet your heroes.
Yeah, sometimes. I was just about to say that. I mean, it's true sometimes.
Yeah.
If you ever meet John, he's an outstanding guy.
100.
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, man. And just a dude that is really trying to help people.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's what you see on camera, I feel like, is kind of, he doesn't really hide much.
No, he does not.
It's kind of just how it is.
Yep.
So
it's more...
It's refreshing.
His content is more like, it's named John Seaman rather than the company, right? Like, and I do believe it started out as JCP, and shout out, I was a sub since then, I think. But long story short, it's more him, what he's going through.
Entrepreneurship, business owning, and blue collar, kind of where we're at. Yeah, but it's a little bit more.
It
like
gave me a little bit more insight to that I should probably open up a little bit more, and kind of inspired me there. But that's the cool thing, is you can take things from Taylor, you can take things from Aaron's inspiration, which are these mega machines all over the world, and you can take things from John or Trebo, for instance, Tran Harris, black and blue collar.
We got some other things to talk about here, dude.
Oh, we do?
Dude, Trebo Expo and Skid Steer Expo. We missed both of those.
Well, I wasn't quite through, but yeah.
We got to talk about them. They're fun.
Yeah, it was. It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of really cool people.
Dude, we met so many cool people. Yeah. Like, this year was about getting our name out there. And we freaking did that, dude. Like,
and I do believe.
We tried to reach every corner of the freaking United States this year, and that's good. I loved Trebo's Expo. Was fun. It was fun. The little excavator rodeo. He tried so hard to get me on, but I didn't want to do it.
No, he wasn't having it.
I couldn't do it, man.
He wasn't having it.
I'd never operated in my life. Oh,
what was mind-blowing for me, being a utility guy? As you guys know, I've mentioned that I'm exiting commercial earthwork in-house, and that's been such a ick. But, man, I totally lost my train of thought.
Sorry, dude.
I thought about commercial earthwork. Sorry, Ganesh. I completely lost my train of thought.
Oh,
what were you just saying?
I was talking about the Trebo Expo and operating.
What blew my mind, sorry, guys, that's how much I don't want to do commercial earthwork. But when I went down there to Trebo Expo, I did some talking. I think there was 70, 75, I'd say, different contractors, companies.
That's right. You actually spoke at it, too.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
and
that was really cool.
About media and marketing and trying to, Trebo is the older end of the market and trying to embrace this new way of the construction world, and as it should be. But as a pipe guy, where I was going with that earlier, I apologize, guys. But out of 75 guys, there was like 4 of us that did pipe.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, there was.
Very slim.
Everyone was there for dirt work.
Everybody, I mean, that's what Trebo does. I mean, to be fair.
Sure.
But,
Trebo dirt.
Man, if you're in the civil world, it kind of goes hand in hand, as you've seen over the last 3 years. Like, civil construction is anything underground, plus your dirt, your asphalt, your concrete, your curb, your storm gutter, all that, But it was so enlightening to me that all of these guys are pushing dirt.
Dude, I just think that's what separates us.
I do too.
Especially in the YouTube space. All the other channels we talked about, they don't do pipe.
Nope.
I feel like we're the only ones.
Yep.
We're not the only ones, obviously, but we're trying to pioneer, we're trying to wave that flag.
It's so hard, man. It would be super helpful if you guys ever want to just support the channel or support the podcast, share it out on LinkedIn or share it out on Facebook or share it out in a story on your whatever social media you use. It would help either the channel or the podcast so much, but that's how you can help just smaller creators, like literally.
Yeah,
that is
that simple.
So huge. Yep. But I agree, man. I agree. We're pioneering a space that was literally an idea.
Yeah.
and was all over the map, and we're starting to figure it out. Not saying that we've made it by any means, guys. We're just now kind of figuring out, through 25, it was still trial and error, slapping stuff up, see what works, until we hit this consistent audience, especially, shout out to you guys. There's over 500 active weekly downloads, on the podcast. It's really starting to gain traction, all because of you guys, sharing it out and liking and telling your friends about it. But it was, through this year, we went and put ourselves out there. And what else did you say? The skid steer event that we did with
the little
Trent Harris, dude. And that was
we did
actually
those skid steer pulls.
there was some folks that drove a ways. Shout out to Levi. He drove from
Levi. Yeah.
I met him at Trebo. I didn't want to skip him over.
Where's my hat, Levi?
Yeah, where's our hats, bruh?
Dude, I DM'd you like weeks ago.
But that was the first event that it was kind of like, oh, we're doing something. This guy watches our stuff and it's helping him, like truly freaking helping him.
It was so awesome.
Dude, it was like the
His drone was awesome too.
Yeah, dude, his drone was awesome. Shout out. We used his drone down there. It was sick. And I had like a 2.5 hour breakfast the next morning. You went back, I think, that night or the next, I can't remember. But we had breakfast on the way out, and I sat there and talked about his business and whatever question he wanted to bounce off me. Not just him, but there was several others. But he was a YouTube member that came all the way, to there. That's like 14 hours for him. Wanted to spend some time with him, answer any questions, and help him in the ways that I was helping him I didn't even understand. Mm-hmm. And that also kind of was a double down. It's when I get out of these events, I come back to Will. Let's go, Will!
Yeah,
let's go!
The fire is lit.
Oh, this year I've needed it, dude. It's been a rough one, man. You've watched it. And but no, we went to that skid steer event. It was
pretty fun.
It was earlier in the year, I think. Was that before Matt's? No, it was after Matt's.
It was in between. I think it was like April.
Either way, shout out to.
It was before Trebo Expo.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because we were all talking. Trebo was there.
That's right.
And he was like asking everybody if they were coming.
And a small event out in Oklahoma. Had some folks come out and meet us, and man, Trent pulling skid steers. He's like, "What do you think about like getting together and pulling a bunch of brand new skid steers?" I'm like, that sounds really dumb, but it sounds like a great content idea.
Boy, we did that, didn't we? We brought a skid steer with 0 hours on it to that place.
Oh, Sarah was not happy. We just cycled our 308 Caterpillar excavator, mini excavator. It's got articulating booms. It's like the utility man's sized machine, or like an 85 series
beautiful machine
mini X. We had 3,300 hours on it, and then we also had a 289 D3 blacked out. It was I loved her to death. But those were traditional purchases, and then we traded them in to get under the lease structured program, like I keep telling you guys about. My Caterpillar dealer has now, sorry to get off on this rant, but all the incremental hours, they all had warranty, but all those small hidden things to machine ownership that nobody teaches you till you start getting smacked with $2,500 here, or hell, tracks are $3,000 now for good ones. And anyways, we cycled them out, and it just so happened that it was worked out that this 265, I literally picked it up. It was not even off the trailer from the dealer, and drove over there and had
pulled on another skid steer.
Pulled on multiple other skid steers. And what was it, like 130?
Table with them too.
Yeah, we did. 130 horsepower, Devlon, and T86 Bobcat. I mean, name it, it was there. The only one that wasn't there was John Deere, but we're going to get that covered. But what an event, dude. Something small like that you think, do I really need to go? But I wanted to go whether we were filming or not. Like, I truly just wanted to go.
Yeah.
And so we went over there and made content out of it. But it's those small events, that those connections. We helped Trent out on a job. Right now we're helping Trebo out on a job. Like,
I was right to that.
Yeah, of course.
Like, that's my favorite thing about what we do. currently.
Yeah.
Is that this actually can stem some other opportunity? Like,
Directs.
yeah, I can help out the company. Anytime you've told me there's like a job from somewhere, or like, hey, we saw your job on this, we want you to bid on this, it's just like, bro, that's like the best thing ever.
Perfect waterline job come through our website yesterday. No one
Really?
asked, never heard of him, out of towner, looks legit, hits our email for plans, Dylan emails, and it just turns out to be a great little water line here on, like, all of this is really starting. But I need you guys to understand that's listening. We have been at this. I was at this 4 months by myself from January to about April is when you started, is what you said.
Yes.
In year 23. That was the good year. That was a bunch of good content. But anyways, we've been at this hard since then. Meetings every week, doing something. And I started marketing when it was really good. Like 23 was our best year revenue-wise. And since then, we've had 2 years that we've declined in revenue. And people would be like, well, it's not working. Well, look at the market. Look at what we were doing on our culture shift. Look at what we're doing procedurally. Look at what we're doing estimation, production. Like, I can go on. But right now, I am starting to see it more than we ever have, whether it be from, hey, I heard so-and-so, I saw everybody knows we're already out of the commercial earthwork game. And guys, you would have thought they would have never known I'd done pipe before that, because everybody's like calling me, dirt guy's been doing this 55, 60 years in this market. Hey, Si, you're out of the dirt game? Man, man, it's been rough. I ain't landed a job all year. This was 2 weeks ago.
Yep, I remember that.
And I'm like, really? You own the pit? You own all the machines? You own the pickup truck? They drive back and forth, the dump trucks, and everything, and you ain't landed a job all year? Woo, screaming alarms. But anyways, you would have completely never guessed that all of these guys would just come out of the earthwork or come out of the woodwork talking about me getting out of the earthwork game. But how did they find out? Through social media. A guy that's dang near 70 years old, his son, who helps him run the business, tells him, hey, man, is that social media stuff helping your business? Well, yeah. It is, but if you start right now, it's not going to help you. The best time, this is a quote, I can't take credit for this, the best time to start a YouTube channel was like 15 years ago. The second best time is right now. Like literally right now.
Do it tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow. Put up your first, or TikTok. TikTok's another great place. But how we built this structure really quick is we film and create for YouTube. That has been our main source of marketing piece and the main traction. Now, Facebook and Instagram are there, and now there's TikTok, and we're getting some traction going on TikTok and LinkedIn. And the one thing I got to say about LinkedIn real quick is don't run AI. Don't run AI on your posts. Killed our engagement. Stick to your guns. Find time, make time for your marketing team and get your mind on paper for them to use. The engagement, the reactions every single time. But you're like, sorry, I don't have that time. I'm telling you, make that time, discipline yourself. I don't care if it's 15 minutes a day, but have them give you, not every single post, but anything that needs an explanation on it. Make sure it's coming from a human, because the AI world is just trying to take over. And nobody wants to read AI.
Or make it really, really good AI.
Yeah, maybe there's some masters out there, but at the same time, we can all pretty much pick up on, in our world, what's AI pretty quickly. Like, but over the year, bro, we kind of figured it out. And I'd say Q3 of like, this is what we're going to do. This is the path that we're heading down. And then I come back from Dirt World and I'm like, man, all we got to do is tell the story. That's the key. Like, people want to know about you. Did you start your business yesterday? Did you start your business 15 years ago? Have you been involved with a family-owned business for 20 years and it just went under? Now you're looking for a job? Like, what's your story? They want to know your story. The world wants to know your story. Who cares about the 15 or 25 or 200 people in your hometown. There's billions of people out there longing for your story and your content. All you have to do is start giving it to them. Mm-hmm. Now, where people get caught up, and just like we did, we let the results tell us and make a move, and then the results would be worse, and then we make another move, and the results would be worse, and then we make a move, bam! This video just did 40,000 views. What happened? Let's repeat that, but let's not give this redundant monotony content every week. Let's work off of this. How can we hit a spider web and play off of this and give them what they want? Because the audience will tell you, and the algorithm will tell you what's good and what's not.
Pretty quick.
Very quickly. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so I go to Dirt World and I find out about telling story, and I come back to Will, and we built this whole strategy of how we're going to do this and how we're going to literally every post, every video, every thought process, what story are we telling? And as long as we keep that baseline, because at the end of the day, if it's not educational or informative, if it's going to stick and be long-term, it's got to tell a story. And I think we kind of, and this is more on me, I kind of picked up on year 7 of the business, and I've never really gone back. Obviously, you guys here on the show have heard, you know, more of the early years on this podcast rather than YouTube, because at the same time, I'm using YouTube. Hey, you want me to do your 50-lot subdivision? I'd love to do your 50-lot subdivision. I'm Cy Kirby. Who are you? You didn't know who I am. But now I can say, hey, I'm Cy Kirby. I'd love to do your 50-lot subdivision. Who are you? Well, I understand I'm completely new. I'm 10 years into the market. I'm not completely new, but to this level of work, I might be new. Here's my video that we smashed a 70-lot subdivision out just across the highway there. It's we're working within the same entity, and we came under budget, and here's a little snippet from the project manager. And they're sitting there going, do what? Send that to me. Yeah. Well, actually, it's in every single signature at our company. You can click and see our previous work, and it'll take you to our YouTube channel or TikTok or whatever. But all it is driving these awareness and touch points to bring back consideration to use the company. But, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
What else you got? What was the crappy moment of 2025?
Crappy moment of 25.
Yeah, dude. My list is too long to start with that, so we're centralizing around media here. So
let's see if there's anything I can think of that's like
that just sticks out. That would be super fun to talk about.
And I don't know if this is an answer that you'd want.
Oh, good. I like that.
It could be a different answer, but it's a good thing. But it's just, I was thinking about this on the way over here, like how crazy it is to me that this is going a crazy direction. I'm about to blindside you probably.
Is it?
How crazy it is that you'll work with these guys for years on end, and then one day you'll just never see them again. So like, there's some people that we lost this year that I'm sad about.
Me and you both, bub.
That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That sucks. That there's relationships that I think we've lost this year that like maybe could have been avoided, maybe not. I don't know. It's God's will, but I think that's kind of the worst part of this year.
I agree with you, bro.
But also it's good too, you know, like you said earlier, our team is awesome right now. It's amazing. It's amazing. They're all bought in so well, and they mesh together well, and they work together well.
And they care about the media too. Like, they want you to come out there and do funny things. You think the crew would have done that 2 years ago?
Dude, the crew was 2 years ago. I was so scared to freaking even go out there.
Yeah.
But 3 years in now, you know, with some of the people who are still here from that time, they kind of know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, they
don't
cool
care.
With it. No, dude. They shouldn't, you know, they shouldn't.
But they also see the display that you put them in too. It's a good one. Mm-hmm. You never put them in bad light. You're never trying to post, you know, somebody in a bad light. That's not what we're looking for. Mm-hmm. But no, dude, I appreciate that. I appreciate the vulnerability and honesty, because probably one of my top 3.
Yeah.
There's some people I would have loved to have, but there's also, the year prior, but Tim Grover, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan was their motivational coach. I probably talked to him about it a couple of times, but man, he really hit home. He was sitting here talking to 1,800 of us dirt guys in dirt world, and he said, you guys always remove. That's your number one thing as dirt and civil guys. You remove something. You have to get the bad out before you can ever build something solid, foundational. And I'm like, dang, that really transcends to my brain. But then the next thing he goes, or it's a great metaphor for a dirt guy is what I'm trying to say. And he said, but please don't think that removal never, it always, every single time causes disruption in some way or some form.
Yeah.
But to understand that if you don't ever get the bad out, it's never going to be a stable foundation, and it's always going to be rocky and unbuildable, and you can't build upon it, and every single time you do, crumbles. It just crumbles. Mm-hmm. And so, but no, man, 100%, it was needed.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it, but yeah, it's hard, dude. 10 years of this, and I still haven't got that dial down of, man, this sucks, I got to let you go, or, hey, you fired yourself, or they bounced because of whatever they believe is transpiring. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. The relationships do suck. And it didn't blindside me, man. That was exactly the answer I was looking for. A little bit of an emotional toll. But, we shared a lot of the highlights of 25 and things that were just truly unbelievable. And we couldn't have done it without the focus on what we've been doing, There was something else that we're going to round out 25 with. We can't skip it.
No, we can't skip it.
We can't skip it, bro.
I've been working too damn hard on this to skip it, bro.
So over the last couple of months, I have been working with Will on another project. I sit here and I talk to three resource, baby. One of the, hopefully to help some of those guys I was speaking about, the 75 contractors that were there and only 3 of them do pipe. We're bringing something to market to be able to help you guys understand my experience. I'm not telling you what to do, but I am letting you in on my experience, good, bad, or indifferent, for the past 10 years and how I was able to scale, navigate, but it's also literally how to put pipe together. Breaking it down. It's called the Pipe Playbook. It's basically a program and a video content marketplace. Launching later this month. Stay tuned for a date. But it's from 10 categories, from how to lay pipe to project management, estimating, safety. It's a resource for you and your team to effectively watch videos at whatever time they see fit or have time to do so. And so I'm really excited for that.
And
go ahead.
Also, you'll get to, and if you don't want me to say this, then just we'll cut this out, editors.
Yeah,
but
go ahead.
You'll be able to communicate directly with Cy himself on whatever.
Literally, do you know how many times over the past 10 years, and thank God for mentors and relationships, because I would never got to where I'm at without them, but being able to pick up the phone and call somebody that's experienced what I'm going through before was literally priceless.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's some people that I do that for right now that, if you're sitting out there and you don't know how to get in contact with me, but there will be a way, and you want to discuss your problem that's specific to you and your business, that's, excavation or utility, obviously, but blue collar in general, you're talking about scaling, you don't know how to set up a CRM, when is the time to hire an estimator, whatever the questions may be. I want to be there to help you guys. And that's why we're 75 episodes or 70 episodes in on this podcast. We're going to continue to rock and roll into 26. But it's going to be there directly on our website, syconexe.com. And depending on when this comes out, and this is about the week it's going to come out.
Is it?
Right here before Christmas. So go check it. Check the website, see if it's up. We'll be getting some round of comments back on our beta launch happening right now. But we are going to be uploading 10 to 20 videos a month based on what the community feedback is within the group. Hey, you said this in this video. I need some more input.
Yep.
Hey, you've talked about this, and this, and we need that. Like, it's really hard to sit there and go, what do they want to hear? Well, let's just talk about all the things I've struggled with. Let's start there.
Yeah.
And from there, we're going to let you guys, and that'll be a free community that can always sit there, be a part of the group, but at the same time, to access all of this video content marketplace, we are going to make it a subscription, no contract subscription. Hopefully, you guys are sitting there in the middle of winter needing a tool and resource to get ready for next year. It's there for a couple of months. You get busy. Totally understand. But we've worked really extremely hard on it. Thank you. Shout out to Ike. He's helped so much with that. Blue Collar Performance Marketing. He's the ad you guys hear in every episode I think it's mid-roll, but Blue Collar Performance Marketing's passion is to bring attention to the honest work done in blue-collar industries through effective, results-driven marketing tactics. They specialize in comprehensive digital marketing services from paid advertising on Google and Facebook to website development and content strategy. I started working with Ike and the team earlier this year, and they've had a huge impact on our specific marketing campaign and trajectory of our overall company. Their expertise in digital ad management, website development, social media, and overall marketing strategy has been an absolute game changer for our sales and marketing at SciCon. If you're looking to work with a marketing team who does what they say, does it well, and is always looking for ways to help your company grow, book a discovery call with Ike by going to bcperformancemarketing.com/BCB podcast or click the link in the show notes /description below. Thanks, guys. Truly, that is going, from what I have heard from everyone through the last almost 3 years of doing this, that's what they're wanting to know. They're not really wanting, hey, you should go do this. Hey, what was your experience? What have you gone through?
Yeah.
Because education's really expensive, but experience is unbelievably priceless. And instead of paying the tuition out of college, you use your own money and you piss it away and you lose it because you don't know what you're freaking doing. It's called the ignorance tax. And I paid a bunch of it to get where I'm at, but there's value in doing it wrong, truly. And there's value to these guys. Hopefully they don't make the same mistake, and it's other than just an hour and a half podcast a week on whatever, or storytelling on YouTube on the SciCon side, whatever it may be. But it's there to hopefully impact these families, and we're going to keep every single month 10 to 20 videos on what you guys want to talk about, want to see, and then it's going to be there for the next person for whenever. So go check that out while you're on the interweb. My God, go check out bluecollarbusinesspodcast.com as well. Totally free to listen and watch from there if you don't have a subscription. But YouTube, thank you guys over on YouTube. You guys are freaking killing it right now.
Yes, thank you.
They on the SciCon side, but on the blue collar business side, you guys are killing it. Subs, it's almost at 10K. You guys over out on Buzzsprout, I appreciate each and every one of you. We wouldn't be able to sit here like we came from the kitchen filming this crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
And here we are in a fully
awesome
produced,
studio.
Awesome, shout out to podcastvideos.com studio here in Rogers, Arkansas. And to see what it's doing now is just unbelievable. It's literally unbelievable. And shout out to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really excited for that to launch in 26. It's going to launch just before the start of 26.
Yeah.
And moving into 26, we've got some dates. Where are we heading? We're heading to Con Expo. No doubt about it, in March.
That's the big one.
That's the big one.
That's the big one.
You've only heard about that since day one.
Yeah.
I came back from Con Expo and I was like, bro. And he's like,
what are you talking about?
Machines.
Man, I don't even know what a wheel loader is, dude. What are you talking about?
What's an Eskimometer, bro? But man, you've learned a lot. Proud of you, dude. So proud of you to look and see where we're at. And I hope this was encouragement today to somebody to just start producing content, start doing videos, man. Video is the way. And if you start at the YouTube top, you can repurpose it everywhere down below. There's AIs out there to help you do that. But I would encourage you, find somebody that's young and passionate about the media industry and teach them about your industry. And you just never know. You just don't. And Con Expo, we have some big things happening at Con Expo. A lot of different people. The content's going to be unbelievably insane. I'm so excited, truly, to spend a week out there. Not a big Vegas fan, but the amount of people that are going to be out there and we're meeting up with and doing podcasts, it's crazy to even think about. As of right now, I've got a few large podcasts that I'm going to be a guest on next year that I'm really excited about.
Some big guests on here as well.
Dude, we've got some big guests right after the start of the year. And I appreciate you filling this hole because I didn't realize this was on my schedule to, I'm sorry, no, this one moved to February and became a hole. There's a hole next week that I've got filled anyways. Thank you for just jumping in. I literally texted Will at midday. I was like, hey, you want to do a podcast with me today? And I just wanted it to be a conversation for you guys. I think I've talked probably a little bit more than what I was. All right. Apologies there, but more or less co-host. You've already done this with me before, and this is kind of a check-in to...
We'll do it again.
Yeah, no, for sure. I'd like to, probably March of next year, I think, and we'll just kind of bounce.
Con Expo.
After Con Expo.
Yeah.
Oh, my god.
Con Expo recap.
I think I'm
if I'm even alive, dude, I'll be like
20,000 steps a day. I'm so excited. But thank you so much for joining us. You got anything else, Will? I mean, Con Expo is the big one. Really, we haven't even looked past March. Yeah. We've got some.
No, we're so focused on Con Expo, man. It's like that's the one. But we haven't discussed really anything like too insane after that. So we'll see how.
Also a pretty big expense. Yeah. So
yeah.
And after this year, it's been golly, guys. I hope y'all's 25 was better than mine, and I'm really looking forward to 26 though, with all the transitional change we have been through over the last 24 months. I am so excited to watch these guys succeed, truly. And watch you succeed in your own niche department. It's so weird. Like, it really is. People are like, who is he? Oh, he's the media guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Don't you lay pipe, bro? Like,
oh, yeah, dude. You should see the looks I get on the job sites, man.
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
But no, the focus has been the Pipe Playbook. And it's the first time I've talked about it, guys. So you're hearing it here first. And Con Expo is also going to be huge. We're going to be telling a lot of stories on SciCon's page from here to Con Expo. And go check out our TikTok. And while you're over on TikTok, check out Blue Collar Business Podcast TikTok. There's a bunch of shorts that pre-market the episodes. And that's on LinkedIn and Facebook and Instagram. And if you wouldn't mind, guys, just sharing the show out. It would help out so much. Or, maybe on the SciCon side, you share it and show somebody. And because that's what it takes. And I help a lot of these smaller creators. I'm talking not even 1,000. Reach out. Hey, man, I'm starting this up. Cool, dude. Let's see where it goes. And I'm liking and I'm sharing and I'm posting and I'm reposting. And, it's cool how the community helps each other. And
because that's what, others did for us.
Literally.
Too. So we try to do the same thing, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. We'll schedule you something in April and you can come back and you can talk about the week-long,
the absolute insanity of
people go there to relax and just chill out for the week. Now, don't get me wrong, it's a lot of walking, but man, we are going to be filming nonstop. We probably ought to get some more batteries.
Might need a few.
But guys, I hope this served as some encouragement for somebody somewhere today to start their social media campaign and marketing campaign, media camp. I don't care what you freaking call it. Just start and then reutilize that content. You don't have to have an in-house media guy. You have this in your freaking pocket. And the phone cameras now, I was showing Will on the 17. I've had an iPhone 12 for since COVID, I believe. And the battery literally wouldn't stay alive for longer than an hour and a half. So I got a 17, but the camera on it is unreal. Like, you can do so much just from a phone. So there's no excuse. You don't need some big camera. You don't need the fanciest drone. We don't have the fanciest drone. I know that's one of the big upgrades when Will wants the 26.
That should have been my least favorite thing about 25 is that we didn't get a new drone.
Oh, man. But truly, guys, thank you so much for all the love and support up till now.
Yeah, I just wanted to add on that too. I wanted to say that as well before we ended. Just thank you for the support these last few years that I've been here. It's awesome. I love it. I read every comment, so.
I do too. So don't be mean.
Well, even if you are, you got something to say about production, or maybe you didn't like how we did that. We're open to criticism too. It's not the worst thing ever, but
100%.
We're just I thank you. I thank you for listening every week, for commenting, for sharing any kind word you say. It's just always that's why we do it, man.
Literally,
to help you guys. And we'll have some people who kind of go off into how they relate to the video, and they go off into how this is going on right now for them, and they're struggling, and they found some comfort in our video or whatever. They relate, right? And those comments right there, I feel like that's why we do it, man.
Bro, it's as you know, it is such fuel to my fire.
It is, man, more than anything.
Those DMs and those emails that I get, I show Will, look at this guy.
Yeah.
He reached out, he's doing whatever, and he's at this point in his business and he doesn't know what to do.
One of our first subs, man. One of our first subs, he's started his own, I think, his own business, right?
I'll tell this quick story here. I donate time to the T-ball facility in Pea Ridge. It's volunteer ran, and I donate our equipment. I did that for about 5 or 6 years there. And about roughly, he was in high school, so it's been 4 years ago-ish. I think he was 15, maybe 16. And I was just shooting a laser and really just working on some drainage and around the baseball facility. And as you know, it's pretty flat, so you really got to shoot it in. Well, this kid was just over there just watching intently. And you guys know when somebody's just watching to be watching, or somebody watching to learn something. And this kid was like one. I'm like, hey, man, what's your name? Mm-hmm. And I'm so sorry. I don't remember his name, and I would. I remember his last name.
Is it Braden?
I do believe it is Braden. We gave one of our first hats from our YouTube channel. Yeah. Anyways, from that day, this kid's 19 or 20 years old now. Not a kid, a grown man, running his own excavation company successfully.
So sick, man.
Bro. And he's awesome. Really trying to get into pipe, and I don't even talk with him. I need to talk with him and reach out to him, because that's what it's about, is trying to help the younger generation. Nobody was helping me through my 20s, bro. No. Not with business. Are you kidding me? And I didn't have parental guidance, and most of the guidance that I trusted on the business side was completely, oh my God, so far from the right course of things. And so anyways, but no, thank you guys. Seriously, I know I'm on you about sending it out today, but truly moving into next year is a Pandora's box for us. It's not only, I can't wait to see the impact that the SciCon media and the blue collar media is going to have next year because of the work we have put in the last year. We have worked this year to get where we're at, and I'm excited to finally get our message and our purpose and our resource fully out there for folks to be able to help them, and look forward to hearing from you guys. You got anything else, Will, before we cut off here?
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Every one of yous. And this is probably coming out right before Christmas or the day before. And truly thankful. Yeah. We just came through Thanksgiving and just truly thankful for you guys. And probably heard us say it about 32 times here. But
we are, though.
We are. And we're looking to help the right people because the right people eventually helped us going through the wrong people. So look out. If you're not a sub, please go sub to the Cyclone YouTube channel. There's a little switch up in content coming down the pipe, a little bit more talky stuff. And if you're a fan of the podcast, you're going to be a fan of the content that's coming. It's not near as much about the machines. It's more about how I got here and why we're here and where we're going. So, guys, till next time, y'all be safe. Be kind out there. See you. Bye-bye. If you've enjoyed this episode, be sure to give it a like, share it with the fellers, check out our website to send us any questions and comments about your experience in the blue-collar business. Who do you want to hear from? Send them our way, and we'll do our best to answer any questions you may have. Till next time, guys.